Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, or wherever you may be. Today I'm going to talk about ransomware, and we're going to have a few topics about it. This is going to help some people understand a bit about ransomware. Whoever's been living under a rock and has not heard about ransomware. So let's start. Ransomware is a type of malicious software, malware that encrypts or locks your files, rendering them inaccessible until a ransom is paid. Here are the key points about ransomware. First one, infection process. Ransomware typically enters your system through phishing emails, malicious attachments, or compromised websites. So you need to be careful when you're opening up emails that you don't know who it is from, that you have no idea why they're sending you an email with an attachment, especially with an attachment. You have no idea who that person is. You have to check. You have to be smart about it and check, who's the sender. I mean, if you don't know anything about that person, don't even click it. Just trash it, delete it, get rid of it. And that includes the attachments. Like I said, it could be an email that's sent you with a PDF, with an Excel file sheet, or if you go to a website, you got to make sure that you go to websites that are valid, that are not compromised. Don't just go nilly-willy to any website. So once executed, it encrypts files on your computer or network, making them unusable. So the ransom demand. After the encryption, the attacker demands payment. This is normally or usually it's in cryptocurrency in exchange for a decryption key, which they might give you the key, they might not. So what everybody says on the cybersecurity side is do not pay the ransomware. After encryption, the attacker demands a payment. Like I said, the ransom note provides instructions on how to pay and regain access to your files. Next is types of ransomware. Encrypting ransomware is one. Encrypts files and demands payment for decryption. The next one is screen locking ransomware. Locks your screen, preventing access to your system until the ransom is paid. The impact. Ransomware can cause significant disruption to businesses and individuals. Loss of critical data, financial losses, and reputational damage are common consequences. So that means your company will suffer a lot of damages. Prevention and mitigation. Well, you have to regularly back up your data to secure locations, keep software and operating systems updated, educate users about phishing and safe online practices, implement security measures like firewalls, intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention systems, avoid ransoms, as it encourages further attacks and doesn't guarantee data recovery. Oops, sorry, avoid paying ransoms. Like I was saying before, they will probably, there's no guarantee that they're going to give you the key to recover. So, the best advice is to not pay it. And remember, prevention is key. Ransomware is a menacing form of malware that encrypts or locks your files, holding them hostage until you pay a ransom to the cyber criminals. Detecting ransomware early is crucial for minimizing that damage. Here are some effective techniques for detecting and combating this threat. First one, signature-based detection. What it does, identifies known ransomware based on unique signatures, such as domain names, IP addresses, or other locations, or other indicators. How it works compares files or network traffic against a database of known malicious signatures. Pros: effective against known variants. Cons: ineffective against new or modified ransomware. Well, if it's modified, if it's new, then you're out of luck. But that doesn't mean you can't use any of these type of prevention, right? I mean, the more the merrier, right? Behavioral detection. What it does: monitors user behavior, program actions, and always processes for anomalies. How it works: flags suspicious activities, example, mass file encryption, that deviate from normal behavior. Pros: can catch novel ransomware variants. Cons: may generate false positives. Deception-based techniques. What it does: lures ransomware into a controlled environment like a honeypot to observe its behavior. How it works: set up decoy systems or files that appear attractive to ransomware. Pros: provides insights into attack methods and tactics. Cons: require careful setup and maintenance. Uh, that's it's a given, right? File integrity monitoring. File integrity monitoring and what it does: monitors critical files for unauthorized changes. How it works: alerts when files are modified, added, or deleted unexpectedly. Pros: helps detect file encryption by ransomware. Cons: may generate false positives if legitimate change occurred. Traffic analysis. What it does: monitors network traffic for unusual patterns. How it works: detects sudden spikes in data transfer indicating encryption or communication with suspicious domains. Pros: can identify ransomware communication. Cons: requires robust network monitoring infrastructure. Okay. Remember, early detection is key. Combine these techniques, keep systems updated, and maintain regular backups to protect against ransomware threats. Normally, um, um, it is always better to have on-site backup, or it is always recommended to have an on-site backup, off-site backup, and a cloud backup in case something happens. Recovering from a ransomware attack is crucial for minimizing damage and restoring operations here. Restoring operations, I'm sorry. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you navigate the recovery process. Implement your incident response plan. This is something that I have always brought up with any new company that I've been to that don't have an IRP plan. I mean, it's crucial. I've seen them move around like chickens without a head. They don't know how to respond to an alert, and this is not something critical. You know, this is something that they think it's critical, but it's not. So having an IRP plan in place, and I'm not talking about a global IRP. I'm talking about a local IRP, be it for IT or the cybersecurity department. So having a well-defined IR plan is essential. It should include immediate recovery steps and long-term preventive measures. Key components of your plan: collect data from the compromised system to understand the attack. Establish a communication plan involving internal stakeholders, IT, security, legal, and external parties, law enforcement, customers, incident response teams. But I would say in that one, only if necessary. Depends on what your managers would say or your directors. Address legal requirements related to data breach notifications. Outline steps to sustain or restart impacted business functions. Plan for investigation, monitoring, and remediation. Conduct strategic reviews for long-term security improvement. Determine attack style and isolate systems. Okay, it's something that you must do. You have to isolate that system. That's a given. You can't allow it to connect to the network anymore. If you have a separate VLAN, if you have a lab that is separate from your network, that would be advised. Or if there's a way that you can isolate it through, I don't know, Defender, and put it on a different network that it's really made for that. So identify the specific ransomware, screen locking or encryption based. Isolate affected systems to prevent further spread of the malware. Like I said, backup your data. Regularly backup critical data to secure locations. Ensure backups are isolated from the network to prevent them from being compromised during the attack. I don't know, I hate the P. Test your backups periodically to verify their integrity. Use data recovery software or decryption tools. If you have up-to-date backups, restore data from them. Some less complex ransomware variants may be removed using antivirus or anti-malware tools, followed by decryption software to restore data to a pre-incident state. For more advanced variants, seek assistance from cybersecurity or data recovery experts. Add additional security measures. Okay. Strengthen your security posture to prevent future attacks. Patch vulnerabilities. Enhance network segmentation. Educate employees about phishing and safe online practices. Cybersecurity and user education. Consider deploying advanced threat detection solutions. Remember, paying the ransom is not recommended. This is a no-no, which a lot of companies they do, they do pay the ransomware and they'll say nothing. Sometimes they don't even get the key. There's no guarantee of receiving a decryption key, like I was saying. Criminals may sell your data regardless of payment. Paying encourages further attack and violates regulations. So do not pay the ransom. Find a way, just like I said, have backups. This is the one thing that's going to save you a lot of headaches. Make sure you have one off site, one on site and another one on the cloud, and maybe, I don't know, you have another one just in case to be safe. Recommended anti ransomware software. So, protecting your systems from ransomware is crucial. So, here are some top anti ransomware software options to consider. Well, Bitdefender Antivirus Plus. It offers multi-layer ransomware protection. Okay, this is something that you can investigate, see if it's if it's convenient to your company. Maybe you might have something else, but this is just ideas. Details: consistently excellent scores from independent testing labs and a strong performance in hands-on tests. Okay, so this is good. It has a good performance. I mean, it has a excellent scores. So the availability, you gotta check the price. I don't really know. Okay. WebRoot antivirus, effective at reversing ransomware effects. It's a cloud-based solution with a limited time discount. Okay. So I don't know why I put available here. Sorry. You're gonna have to look it up. You know. Oh, it's a Cronus. No, it's a different product. I'm sorry, I didn't get the price for this one. I didn't see the site. I didn't check. Anyways, apologize for that. Acronis Cyber Protect Home Office. It's another one. Ideal for ransomware file recovery. Hmm. Straightforward protection with data recovery features. Okay, so that's one to consider. Always, you can always look up the product name. Once you see it, just Google it and you'll find it. Checkpoint Zone Alarm Anti Ransomware. So dedicated ransomware protection designed specifically to combat ransomware threats. Okay, see, that's another one. You can look it up. Yeah. So this is New Shield Data Sentinel, suitable for cautious users, provides additional layer of defense against ransomware. Okay, so see, you can, like I said, you can look up the name of the product, Google it and see which one, better suits your needs depending on where you are. You may have one employee to 100 to 500. You can't go overboard anyways because sometimes, people spend a lot of money on cybersecurity tools and they get hacked. And then they complain, how come we spent so much money and we still got hacked? Well, the reason is called misconfiguration. You know, I mean, you may have the latest and greatest tools, but if you don't know, or your cybersecurity analyst do not have the skills to configure the tools properly, you know, it doesn't matter how many millions of dollars you have spent on tools, you're still gonna get hacked because things are not the way that they're supposed to be. Anyways, I'm gonna continue posting more information about different vulnerabilities, and thank you for listening.